She said, "I think we should open our relationship. My ex is in town and I want to explore my feelings." I replied, "I'll think about it." Then I went on a dating app, matched with her sister, and sent her the screenshot of our conversation. When her sister showed up at our apartment to confront her, "Look, I need to tell someone about this because my friends think I'm either a genius or completely insane, and honestly I'm still not sure which one is correct." This whole thing started 3 weeks ago when my girlfriend Vanessa hit me with the most ridiculous conversation opener I've ever heard in my life. We're sitting on the couch watching some show neither of us was really paying attention to. I'm eating leftover pizza, she's scrolling through her phone, normal Tuesday night. Then out of nowhere she goes quiet, puts her phone down, and does that thing where she shifts to face me with her legs crossed. You know that position, the "we need to have a serious talk" position. My first thought was, oh great, what did I forget this time? She takes a deep breath and says we need to talk about us. About our relationship and where it's going. I'm thinking, okay, here comes the marriage talk or the moving in together talk or something normal. Wrong. So incredibly wrong. She looks me dead in the eye and says she's been doing a lot of thinking lately. Her ex-boyfriend Josh is moving back to town next month. They dated for 3 years in college. And apparently she never really got closure with him because he moved across the country right after they broke up. Now he's coming back and she's been feeling confused. I'm sitting there with a piece of pepperoni halfway to my mouth just staring at her. She keeps going, says she thinks we should consider opening our relationship, just temporarily, just so she can explore these feelings she's been having. She wants to see Josh a few times, figure out if there's still something there or if it's just nostalgia. Then once she has closure, she can fully commit to us. I put my pizza down, asked her to repeat that. She does, almost word for word. I asked if she was serious. She said completely serious. That this is her being honest and mature about her feelings instead of going behind my back. That she thought I'd appreciate the transparency. The transparency. I almost laughed. Instead, I just nodded slowly and said, okay, let me think about it. She looked surprised that I didn't immediately say no. Asked if I was mad. I said no, I'm not mad, I just need to process this. She seemed relieved, said she knew I'd understand, that this is what emotionally mature couples do. She went to bed around 11. I stayed up, thinking about a lot of things. We'd been together for 2 years. I loved her, or at least I thought I did. But sitting there on that couch, I realized something. If she's asking permission to see if the grass is greener with her ex, she's already checked out of this relationship. The asking is just her way of not feeling guilty about it. I wasn't angry. That's the weird part. I was just done. Completely done. Like a switch flipped in my head and I went from being her boyfriend to being a guy who needed an exit strategy. Here's the thing about me. I'm a graphic designer. I work from home. I make decent money doing freelance branding for small businesses. I'm not rich, but I'm comfortable. I've got my own place, a 1-bedroom apartment I've had for 4 years. Vanessa moved in about 6 months ago. Started contributing to groceries and utilities. But the lease is mine, the furniture is mine, the deposit was mine. I'm also the kind of person who doesn't do drama. I don't yell, I don't throw things, I don't make scenes. When something's over, it's over. I cut it clean and move on. My dad was the same way. He used to say never waste energy on people who don't value you. Just remove yourself and let them figure out what they lost. So I'm sitting there at 1 in the morning thinking about how to handle this. And then I remember something. Her sister, Lauren, 2 years older than Vanessa. Completely different personality. Where Vanessa is all about social media and appearances and what people think, Lauren is straightforward and no nonsense. Works as a nurse, does kickboxing, has her life together. We've met maybe 5 or 6 times at family things, always got along fine. She seemed cool, and I remembered something from about 3 months ago at a family barbecue. I was helping Lauren's dad with the grill. Lauren came over, handed me a beer, and we talked for a bit. She asked how things were going with Vanessa. I said good. She got this look on her face, like she wanted to say something but didn't. Then she just said, well, you seem like a good guy. Hope my sister appreciates that. It felt pointed, but I didn't think much of it at the time. There was also Vanessa's mom's birthday dinner last month. Someone made a joke about relationships, and Lauren said something like, "If Vanessa ever screws this up, I'm not letting this one get away." Everyone laughed awkwardly. Vanessa gave her a death glare. Lauren just shrugged and changed the subject. At the time, I thought it was just sister banter. Now I was wondering if there was more to it. I grabbed my phone and opened Instagram. Found Lauren's profile. It was mostly workout videos and pictures with friends. But there was one photo from about a year ago that caught my attention. It was her at what looked like a bachelorette party. Big smile, bride sash on another woman, standard party photo. But the caption said, "Supporting my girl Katie on her big day. Real friends show up even when your own family doesn't." I clicked through the comments. Someone asked where Vanessa was. Lauren replied, "Ask her." That was it. Just ask her. I did some more digging. Found an old Facebook post from 2 years ago. Lauren announcing her engagement. Tons of congratulations. Then 3 months later, a simple post. Wedding's off. Thank you to everyone who reached out. I'm fine. Moving forward. Nothing else about it. I texted my buddy Marcus. He's friends with Lauren's ex-roommate. Asked if he knew what happened with Lauren's engagement. He called me instead of texting back. Turns out Lauren's fiancé cheated on her at her own bachelorette party with someone else who was there. Lauren found out the next day when someone sent her photos. She confronted him. He confessed. She called off the wedding. Lost the venue deposit, the catering deposit, everything. Spent months dealing with the fallout. I asked who the girl was. Marcus said he didn't know her name, just that it caused a huge family drama because apparently the girl was related to Lauren somehow. He couldn't remember the details. I thanked him and hung up. Pulled up Vanessa's Facebook, scrolled back 2 years. Found photos from a party that matched the timeline. Lauren's bachelorette weekend. Vanessa was there in some of the photos, lots of group shots, club pictures, normal party stuff. Then I found one photo that was interesting. It was posted by one of Lauren's friends. A candid shot of someone who looked like Vanessa talking very close to a guy at the bar. The friend had tagged Lauren in it with the caption, "Your sister is wild, lol." The post was from 2 years ago. It had been deleted at some point, but was still cached in a Google search. I sat there staring at my phone, the pieces clicking together. 2 years ago, Lauren's engagement ended because her fiancé cheated at her bachelorette party. Vanessa was at that party. Lauren had been cold to Vanessa ever since based on family interactions I'd witnessed. The weird comments at the barbecue and birthday dinner suddenly made sense. Vanessa had slept with Lauren's fiancé. I was almost certain of it, and Lauren had never forgiven her. This changed things. Because if I was right, Lauren wasn't just Vanessa's sister. She was someone with a very good reason to want Vanessa to experience what betrayal feels like. I opened a dating app I'd deleted when Vanessa and I got serious. Reactivated my account, updated my photos, made my bio simple. Graphic designer, recently single. Apparently I need to explore my feelings too. Then I searched by first name and age range. Found Lauren's profile on the first app I tried. Her bio said, "ER nurse. Sarcasm is my love language. Swipe left if you can't handle honesty." I didn't swipe. Instead, I sent her a direct message on Instagram. Kept it simple. "Hey Lauren, random question. You free for coffee tomorrow? Wanna ask you something about Vanessa. Nothing bad, just need an outside perspective." She responded 20 minutes later. "Sure. I'm off at 3. Coffee place on Main St." I said perfect. We confirmed the time. I went to bed. Next morning, Vanessa asked if I'd thought about what she said. I told her still processing, needed more time. She said take all the time I needed. She wasn't planning to see Josh for a few weeks anyway. Real generous of her. I met Lauren at 3:30. She was already there in scrubs looking tired. I got us both coffee and sat down. She got straight to it. "So what's up? Vanessa do something stupid?" I appreciated the directness. Told her the whole thing. The open relationship request. Josh coming back to town. The temporary exploration plan. The emotional maturity speech. Lauren's face went through several expressions. Disbelief. Anger, then something that looked like satisfaction. She leaned back in her chair. "Wow, she actually said that to you?" I nodded. Lauren shook her head. "That's so perfectly Vanessa. Make it sound like she's being the mature one while she does whatever she wants." I took a chance. Asked her what happened 2 years ago. With her engagement, her expression hardened. "She told you about that?" I said no, that I'd pieced some things together and wanted to know if I was right. She studied me for a long moment. Then she told me everything. Her fiancé's name was Derek. They'd been together 3 years. The bachelorette party was in Vegas. Big group of friends, including Vanessa. Second night there, Lauren went to bed early because she wasn't feeling well. Derek was staying at a different hotel with his groomsmen, but texted her saying he couldn't sleep and was going to get a drink. One of Lauren's friends couldn't sleep either and went down to the hotel bar. Saw Derek and Vanessa together. Very together. Making out in a corner booth. The friend took a photo and sent it to Lauren immediately. Lauren confronted them both. Derek claimed he was drunk and didn't know what he was doing. Vanessa cried and said she was drunk too. That it didn't mean anything. That Lauren was overreacting. That it was just a kiss and she should be able to forgive her own sister. Lauren called off the wedding. Lost thousands in deposits. Her parents tried to mediate. Wanted her to forgive Vanessa because family is family. Lauren refused. Found out later through friends that Vanessa and Derek kept seeing each other for months after. They'd started the affair before the bachelorette party. The Vegas hookup was just when they got caught. She looked at me with hard eyes. So yeah, my sister has a pattern of taking things that aren't hers and then making herself the victim when there are consequences. If she's trying to pull this open relationship thing on you, she's already started something with Josh. She just wants your permission so she doesn't have to feel guilty. I knew she was right. Asked Lauren if she wanted to help me make a point. She raised an eyebrow. What kind of point? I laid it out. The dating app, the match, the screenshot, showing up to visit and casually revealing she'd matched with me, letting Vanessa see what it feels like to be on the other side. Lauren smiled. It wasn't a nice smile. When we planned it for that evening, Lauren would show up around 7. I'd act surprised. She'd play it casual until the right moment, then drop the bomb. I went home. Vanessa was there, making dinner, acting completely normal. Asked about my day. I said fine, had coffee with a friend. She didn't ask who, didn't really care as long as I wasn't talking about the open relationship thing as she'd started calling it. Doorbell rang at 7:15. Vanessa looked confused. I said I'd get it. Lauren was there in jeans and a hoodie, looking perfectly casual. Hey, I was nearby, thought I'd stop by and say hi. Mom mentioned you guys were doing good. Vanessa appeared behind me. Her smile was tight, but she played along. Oh, hey, this is unexpected. We sat in the living room. Lauren carried the conversation, talking about work, asking about our jobs, being friendly. Vanessa was clearly uncomfortable but couldn't say anything without being rude. After about 15 minutes, Lauren pulled out her phone. Oh, Ness, I have to tell you about this weird thing that happened today. You know that dating app you're always saying I should try? I finally re-downloaded it. Vanessa's expression flickered. Okay? Yeah, and I matched with this guy who looked so familiar. Couldn't figure out where I knew him from at first. She scrolled through her phone. Then I realized. She turned the screen to show Vanessa. It was a screenshot of a dating app conversation. Lauren had messaged first. Wait, is this Vanessa's boyfriend? My reply. Not for much longer apparently. She wants to open the relationship to explore things with her ex. Figured I'd explore my options too. The silence was incredible. Vanessa's face went white, then red, then white again. She looked at the phone, at Lauren, at me, back at the phone. What the hell is this? I stayed calm. Exactly what it looks like. You wanted to explore your feelings. I'm exploring mine. That's my sister. And Josh is your ex-boyfriend. What's the difference? Lauren jumped in and I could hear the satisfaction in her voice. He has a point, Ness. You wanted an open relationship? That means it goes both ways. Vanessa stood up. This is insane. You can't date my sister. That's completely crossing a line. I raised my eyebrows. But you dating your ex while we're still together isn't crossing a line? That's different. Josh and I have history. We need closure. And apparently your sister and I have chemistry. According to the app, we're a 95% match. Lauren was clearly trying not to laugh. Vanessa saw it and turned on her. You think this is funny? You're doing this to get back at me, aren't you? Because of Derek? Lauren's smile disappeared. Derek? Oh, you mean my fiancé that you slept with? The one you kept seeing for months after you destroyed my wedding? That Derek? Vanessa's face crumpled. That was 2 years ago. You need to let that go. I did let it go. I let you go. We're not close anymore and that's fine, but don't act like I'm doing something wrong here. Your boyfriend is single and adult. If we match on a dating app, that's between us. He's not single. We're still together, I spoke up. Are we? Because last I checked, you wanted to open the relationship so you could date other people. That sounds pretty single to me. Vanessa looked at me with genuine panic now. I didn't mean you could date other people. I meant you wanted permission to cheat without consequences. I get it, but that's not how it works. She started crying. You're doing this to hurt me. Both of you. Lauren stood up. I came here to visit my sister. Found out she's matched with her boyfriend on a dating app. That's not my fault. That's yours. She looked at me. I should go. This is clearly a bad time. She headed for the door. Vanessa yelled after her to stay out of her life. Lauren left without responding. The door closed. Vanessa turned to me, mascara running, looking destroyed. I can't believe you did this. I was trying to be honest with you, trying to be mature about my feelings, and you go behind my back and match with my sister? I didn't go behind your back. You asked for an open relationship. I opened it. You just don't like who I opened it with. That's not the same. Why not? Explain to me how you dating your ex-boyfriend that you dated for 3 years is different from me, matching with your sister who I've met half a dozen times and seems like a decent person. She couldn't. She tried. She stuttered through several different arguments. That family is off limits. That I was being cruel. That this was revenge for something. But every argument circled back to her feeling entitled to date Josh, while I stayed faithful and waited. Finally, I told her straight, I'm not doing an open relationship. Not with your ex, not with anyone. If you want to explore your feelings with Josh, you're free to do that. As a single woman, I'll help you pack. She stared at me. You're breaking up with me? You broke up with us the second you asked to see other people. I'm just making it official. She went through the whole cycle. Crying, apologizing, saying she didn't mean it, she was just confused. She loved me. Then when that didn't work, she got angry. Called me manipulative, said matching with Lauren was cruel and calculated to hurt her. I told her she was right. It was calculated. Calculated to show her what it feels like to be on the other side. To watch someone you're supposed to be with show interest in someone else. She didn't like that answer. She asked where she was supposed to go. I reminded her that her lease at her old place didn't end until next month. She'd kept it, was still paying rent there, had only moved some stuff in with me. She could go back there. She said she'd already sublet it to a friend. I said that's not my problem. She has friends, she has family, she'll figure it out. She slept on the couch that night. I could hear her making calls, crying to friends. Around midnight, someone finally agreed to let her stay with them. Next morning, I woke up and she was gone. She texted me around noon. Long message about how she never actually wanted to see Josh. She was just testing me to see if I'd fight for her. And I failed. I didn't respond. Her friends started messaging me, calling me heartless. I ignored most of them. Told one that if Vanessa wanted to keep our relationship, she shouldn't have asked permission to sleep with her ex. They stopped after that. 3 days later, Lauren texted. Asked how I was holding up. I said fine. Kind of relieved, actually. She said good. Then asked if I wanted to grab a drink sometime. I asked if she was serious. She said yeah, why not? We clearly get along. We're both single. We're both adults. And she thought my handling of the whole situation was pretty attractive. I told her I appreciated that, but I needed some time. The breakup was 3 days old. Even though I was over Vanessa, jumping straight into something with her sister felt messy. She said she understood. Take whatever time I needed. She'd be around. A week went by. Vanessa kept texting. The messages cycled through apologizing, blaming, manipulating. She'd heard through family that Lauren and I were talking. Called me disgusting for actually pursuing her sister. I pointed out I wasn't pursuing anyone, just having conversations. She said I was lying, that I'd planned this from the start. 2 weeks after the breakup, Vanessa showed up at my apartment with her mom. I opened the door and they both stood there looking concerned. Her mom asked if we could talk. I said no, but she came in anyway. Her mom tried the mediation approach. Said Vanessa had made a mistake, that she was young and confused, that asking for an open relationship was wrong, but I was overreacting by dating her sister. I asked if her mom knew about Derek. She blinked, asked what I meant. I told her. About Lauren's wedding, about Vanessa sleeping with Derek, about the affair that continued for months, about how Vanessa's pattern is taking things that aren't hers and playing victim when caught. Her mom's face changed. She looked at Vanessa, asked if it was true. Vanessa started crying, said it was complicated, that she was young and stupid, that Lauren exaggerated everything. Her mom stood up, told Vanessa they were leaving, looked at me and said, "I'm sorry. I didn't know the full story. You don't owe her anything." They left. 3 weeks after the breakup, I asked Lauren out for real. We went to dinner, had a good time. She's direct and funny and doesn't play games. We went out again and again. A month after the breakup, we made it official. Started actually dating. I knew it would get back to Vanessa. Didn't take long. Vanessa lost it, posted vague things on social media about betrayal and family. Lauren blocked her. Then Vanessa showed up at Lauren's apartment one night around midnight. Drunk, crying, yelling in the hallway about how Lauren always takes everything from her. A neighbor called building security. They escorted Vanessa out. Lauren filed a complaint with the building. Vanessa's parents got involved then. Her dad called Lauren and apologized. Said they'd had no idea how bad things had gotten between the sisters. That they were trying to get Vanessa to see a therapist. Lauren said she appreciated that, but she and Vanessa were done as sisters. 2 months in, Vanessa tried one more time, sent me a long email, said she'd had time to think, that she'd been selfish and immature, that she never actually wanted Josh, she just wanted to feel wanted, that I was the one she loved, that we could start over if I just stopped seeing Lauren. I didn't respond, but I did forward it to Lauren. She read it and said, she still doesn't get it. She was right. Vanessa still thought this was about choosing between sisters. She didn't understand that the moment she asked for permission to cheat, she'd already lost me. Lauren just happened to be there when I was ready to move on. 4 months later, I saw something interesting on social media. Vanessa was dating someone new. Posted about him constantly. How mature he is, how lucky she is. Good for her. Hope it works out. Lauren and I are still together, 6 months now. It's good. Really good. She's straightforward and honest. We communicate. When she has a problem, she tells me. When I have a problem, I tell her. No games, no tests, no asking for hall passes. Her parents are fine with us now. Took them a minute to adjust to the weirdness of it, but they see that we're serious. Her dad told me he's glad someone in his family ended up with me. That felt good. My friends are split. Half think I'm brilliant. Other half think I'm an asshole for dating her sister. I think I'm just someone who refused to be plan B. Some people say I did this for revenge. I didn't. The Lauren thing wasn't even my plan originally. I just wanted to make a point to Vanessa about what opening a relationship actually means. It means both people are free to see other options. She wanted me to wait around while she explored. I refused. That I ended up with her sister is just how things worked out. Would I recommend dating your ex's sibling? No, it's complicated. There's family drama, awkward holidays, people judging, but in my case, I don't regret it. Vanessa showed me what she valued. Lauren showed me something better. I made my choice. Vanessa probably still tells people I'm the bad guy, that I used her to get to her sister, that I'm cruel and manipulative. Let her tell whatever story she needs to tell. People who know me know the truth. The truth is simple. Girl asks for open relationship. Guy says no and leaves. Guy meets someone better. Girl can't handle it. That's the story. And if that makes me an asshole, fine. I'm an asshole who's happy with someone who actually values me. I'll take that over being a doormat every single time. Dad called me last week, asked how things were with Lauren. I said great. He said good. That he was proud of me for not wasting time on someone who didn't appreciate me. That when someone shows you they don't value you, believe them the first time. He's right. Vanessa showed me exactly what she thought of me and our relationship when she asked for that hall pass. I just believed her and acted accordingly. Some people think you should fight for relationships, try to make them work. Put in the effort even when the other person isn't. I used to think that too. But now I think differently. I think when someone tells you they want to explore other options while keeping you as backup, The only winning move is to walk away. That's what I did. Walked away, moved forward, found something better. That Vanessa can't handle it isn't my problem anymore. She had 2 years with me. She gambled it on maybe having something better with Josh. She lost, and honestly, I won. Got out of a relationship with someone who didn't value me, found someone who does. Dodged a bullet, upgraded my life, call it revenge if you want, I call it good decision making. So that's the story, that's where we are now. Lauren and I are planning a trip next month. Her parents want us to come to their anniversary party. Life is good. Drama-free. Exactly how I like it. And if I ever run into Vanessa somewhere, I'll be polite, say hello, keep it brief. Keep it brief, 'cause I don't hate her. I'm just completely indifferent to her now. And honestly, that's probably worse for her than if I was still angry. Because anger means you still care. Indifference means you've moved on. And I've definitely moved on. Anyway, that's the whole thing. My friends wanted me to post it somewhere to see if I was wrong for how I handled it. So here it is. Judge however you want. I'm good either way.